These are the important sub points under agriculture which I think from where UPSC is asking a question, and our notes are also aligned to this. पहले समझ लो बाद में फोटो लेना. First one is the share of agriculture and allied activities in the gross value addition. Agriculture, the sub-component, comparing agriculture with industry, service sector, their employment comparison, etc. Next is growth rate of agriculture and the allied activities also. Because unique thing is agriculture is the only sector which has shown a positive growth rate. Now within agriculture, whether all livestock also, fisheries also have shown a positive growth rate or it is negative also. So from there also they can ask a question this year. Next we have area under different crops. So this we have seen difficult level of questions they have asked. For both food grains also, non-food grains also, and the ranking also. Next is production. So area under cultivation and production also of the crops. Then we have various cropping seasons, Rabi, Kharif, Zaid, etc. and all these things. So this also we are going to cram. Next we have various cropping seasons. Next is competitive advantage in the agricultural exports also. So they can ask a statement that which of the in India's is the highest producer for which of the following crops. And then they will give you 1, 2, 3, 4 options. So we should have enough knowledge at least for the highest producer in 4, 5 crops that we are. So we have to cram the name of these crops. Then we will go into the input oriented, seeds related knowledge, schemes related to the schemes, etc. that we covered, fertilizer, irrigation, credit and insurance. Then we have agricultural schemes that I just told you. Then MSP and related concepts, very, very relevant. They can ask you which of the following statement is correct about the recent new bill, farmers bill. So 3 new farmers bill came. We should have knowledge about the micro details of these new bills. CAPF they asked a question, right? An essay they asked recently. Whether the farmers bill related question which they asked. Then they asked a question related to simultaneous elections also. All the controversial topics they directly asked in CAPF, conducted by UPSC only. Then we have agricultural market, APMC also. So these 2 are current affairs. At least two questions will be from these 2 sectors. Then we have some geographical aspects, climate conditions, soil, etc. and all, which they used to ask, whether you take it in environment or here, that this particular crop requires 28 degrees Celsius, this is required, etc. Tell me the name of this particular crop. So such type of questions can also be asked. So I will try to cover all these dimensions. But again telling you, the class will be factual based only because the questions are fact based. So I don't have any other option. चलो start करते हैं handouts. So first of all, share of agriculture and allied sectors in GVA is 20% now. If UPSC gives 17%, make it wrong. Okay, it is not 17%. It is 20% now, and which is higher than the world average. What is the world average? 6%. See the controversy, irony. Although we want to increase the share of agricultural sector, but this share is already 3 times of the world average. The world average is 6% in the world. Agriculture sector contributes 6% of the global GDP. In India, it contributes 20%. And still we want to increase the share of agriculture sector. The reason is, next point, not consumption yaar. More employment is provided by the agricultural sector. 44-45% of the employment is provided by the agricultural sector. Then we have last 5-year trends. So share of agriculture and allied sector in GVA has been fluctuating. Make a separate page for the trends. If it has been steadily increased, only write that particular sector. That within agriculture, if livestock is steadily increasing, so only write livestock. Others are fluctuating only. Okay, so make a separate 1-pager for all those points, not only related to this. Suppose exports increases steadily. So whatever increased steadily or decreased steadily, make a separate 1-pager for that. That's it. I will also take a trend for other than agriculture also. Most probably in September 3rd week, 20 days before the exam, for trend based analysis. whether reserves has steadily increased, whether debt has steadily increased, tax base has steadily increased. Because at least minimum to minimum 1 or 2 questions will be there from this trend based from economics. India Sri Lanka trade has steadily increased. Now you don't know even the trade between India and Sri Lanka. We don't know, right? But what we know is that when the president of Sri Lanka changed, the relationship with China improved. They have signed even a free trade agreement or something. It means steadily to nahi ho sakta. There cannot be any continuous increase of the trade. Eliminate. That is, we cannot remember everything, na? But at least we can remember the peripheral knowledge. For that we should know that the India and China relationship was what, India Sri Lanka relationship was what, Sri Lanka and China relationship was what. So such information actually is required. For example, I think last time also I gave you this example of PSLV C32 was launched. And they said that the weight of this was 2000 kgs. So we cannot cram the weight of all these PSLVs C32 or 35. But what we can know is that it is PSLV. It is not GSLV. And PSLV, the average weight load is 1500. Then we did our local Indian jugaad. We put some extra XL wala 6 boats etc. motors etc. we put, and still we reached only 1800 kg. It means the weight cannot be 2000 kgs. So through this we can eliminate this option as well. So some peripheral knowledge is required, but we can eliminate a lot of questions through this. So GVA fluctuating. Next, share of allied sectors in GVA. So share of crops again fluctuating, but now share of livestock has steadily increasing. So you just need to remember share of livestock has steadily increased. Now comes the question why it increased. So Modi ji wants to double the farmer's income. Now cereals and all these things we know that if we focus only upon cereals, cereals gives you wheat and rice. But we not only consume wheat and rice, now we need nutritional food. Now we need chicken etc. and all these things to supplement your nutritional requirement. And pulses was there earlier. Now pulses has been replaced by non-vegetarian food etc. It means if you need to double the farmer's income, you need to channelize your energy into that part which has more potential of increasing your income. So if a farmer will work on the farmland, you cannot double the farmer income. You have to diversify the agriculture sector. It means livestock is one sector which actually can double it. Proved in case of Odisha. So Odisha adopted this model, they have actually doubled the farmer's income. So livestock steadily increasing. Then forestry share, of course, why fluctuating? Common sense is that forest versus or development versus environment debate. So sometimes NGT comes, you have to plant this. Then the other time it is the developmental angle. So it means fluctuating hi hoga. It cannot be steadily increased or it cannot be steadily decreased. Next we have is share of fisheries and aquaculture. It has increased, but it is stagnant from last 2, 3, 4 years. Then we have whatever the decline in share of crops. The share of crops declined, but again not steadily. Whatever the decline in share of crops has been taken up by livestock, fisheries, etc. and all. Now, dikh bhi raha hoga, I think so. That agriculture share of crops was 11.2, then it decreased to 10.6, 10.5, 9.7, suddenly increased 10.7. And then this decrease of 0.5, 0.2 has been taken up by, for example, share of livestock. So they have taken it, or maybe forestry, etc. and all these things has also decreased, increased, etc. and share of fisheries sector. Next आता है share of allied sector within agriculture. So crops are having majority, that is 60% is crops. Almost 2/3 is crops. Then we have almost 1/4, not 1/4, 25 to 30% is livestock. This is what you have to remember. Then we have forestry and fisheries is almost same. So they will not ask you to compare between forestries and fishing. They will skip one of the part. They will only ask you to compare crops versus livestock. Okay? Then we have the growth rate. So the only sector to have a positive growth of 3.4 to 4% during the COVID. Then comes the growth rate ka trend, whether the growth rate was continuously positive or negative. So again, COVID के time it increased. आज का handout देना मुझे. Today's handout. So it has been fluctuating actually, because during COVID it increased. Otherwise we were seeing that the agriculture growth rate was declining and all these things. But during COVID it has increased. It means fluctuating of last 5 years. Again, the allied sector growth rate is also fluctuating. See the difference between growth rate and actual increase in production. Both are different. So within the normal one, livestock has steadily increased. The share of livestock has steadily increased. But in case of growth rate, it's fluctuating. Then comes the gross capital formation. First tell me what is gross capital formation? Capital formation means investment rate only. So when we say investment, it is quantified or measured into gross capital formation or net capital formation is there. So if there is no capital formation in agriculture, it means what? If there is no capital formation in agriculture, means what? Means no investment means what? वो तो ठीक है. It means not any good sector for future growth rate. Because if today there is no investment, there will not be any increase in productivity. In future, there will not be any enhancement in the production as well. So that is dual loss, present loss and future loss of agriculture sector as well. So gross capital formation trend has been again fluctuating trend. But the private sector investment, although the government says we will do agriculture to this, PM Kisan, non-Samman, etc. and all these things, but still, you know what is the percentage of investment, or what if 100 rupees is invested in agriculture sector, what is the share of private sector, what is the share of government sector? 80:20. 80% of investment in agriculture is private investment. Government only invest 20%. लिख लो इसको. Okay. Next we have is areas, production and yield. So first of all, the net sown area is 45%. 45% of what? Total area. What is the total geographical area of India is? 3.27 or 327? Third is both, fourth is none. Of course, unit to bolo yaar. It is million hectares, it is million square kilometer, it is lakh square kilometer, it is lakh. 3.28 million square kilometer divided into 2, 3 and 0.28. 0.28 is? 0.28 is what? It is divided into two parts, 3 and 0.28. Combined known as 3.28. Something known as territorial water. Suna hai? So we have a geographical area, land, plus territorial water is also there. So the territorial water and all constitutes 0.28. Remember it. Okay? So it includes both geographical land also and the sea wala 12 nautical miles component that we have is. Okay? So similarly, the total boundary that we measure 7,500 square kilometer, right? That includes both. So this out of 328, 45%, that is 140 million hectares is net sown area. What is gross sown area? Because on one piece of land, sometimes we grow twice, in Rabi also, in Kharif also. And in very limited areas, 3 times also. Rabi, Kharif, Zaid season also. So that is known as gross sown area. What is the value of gross sown area? 140 is net sown. What is gross sown? First, more than net sown, less than net sown? More than? No doubts? Give me any rough value. Any geography optional? PSIR optional. ऐसे तो बताओगे भी नहीं, I know. If I will ask you anybody with geography optional, common sense is I am going to ask him or her. So you are not going to tell me. Change the question. PSIR optional. History optional. Sociology optional. Anybody opted for optional in CSC? We have to take it. Anyways, now tell me. 190, good. It's 190 only. So 190 is the gross sown area. So, yeah, and that is what the cropping intensity is. That is in what percentage of area we grow more than once. And what percentage we grow more than once. So it's 40%. 140, 190, 50 and all. Okay, so this you need to remember that gross sown is 190 plus actually. It's between 190 and 200. Then we have the forest area. Exactly not forest area. It includes forest area, tree area, forest cover, सब कुछ मिला के it is 24%. ठीक है? What is the difference between forest area and forest cover and tree cover? Forest area is officially, right? है या नहीं है, irrespective of that. Whether there is any tree, forest in that area or not, irrespective of that, it is forest area. Whatever is there on the government documents. If on the government documents you are dead, it means you are dead, right? A lot of Bollywood movies on this. Next. What is tree area, forest cover? More than 10% of the canopy cover, more than 1 hectare of land should be there. It is further divided into dense, more dense, medium dense, etc. 70%, 40 to 70, less than 40% is there. What is tree cover? Tree cover. Related to? Anybody else? Sorry? Socio-optional. It's part of society, you should know. If they will ask you such question in CSC, are you going to write down this is out of syllabus? They asked the question in GS paper 1, na? Related to one of the mission of NASA, which is for Mars, but they asked it for Earth. If you remember, I think 4 or 5 years back, there was one mission which NASA launched only for Mars. But they asked what is the significance of that mission on the origin of Earth. And you have to write it down. I think for BEPS also, base erosion profit sharing in prelims, they asked the question and it is a tax evasion thing. But it's not tax evasion, it's tax avoidance actually. So sometimes UPSC asks, UPSC kingdom. So tell me. Normal tree na. Tree cover means a single tree you are identifying. Because in case of forest cover, 1 hectare continuous minimum is required. In case of tree cover, roadside mein, canal side mein, etc. Anywhere what is available is tree cover. So including everything we have is 24%. Okay. Next one is pastures and groves, 4%. Cultivable waste क्या होता है? Cultivable waste 4%. What is this cultivable waste? Anybody? So cultivable waste I asked, he is saying cultivable wasteland. So you added one extra word land to define the first 2 words. Very good. Now tell me what is, so I asked you cultivable waste, now you tell me what is cultivable wasteland. चल तेरा सही बोल. With some technology or something, it can be reclaimed. But what? But what went wrong? Why we are not using it? Or something like that. It was... Anybody? बोलो बोलो. Potential or it has been cultivated in past? What is the criteria? At least once it has been cultivated, but from last 5 years fallow land. So that is what a cultivable wasteland is there. It has been cultivated at least once. That is the criteria. Then fallow land is there. Then we have barren, unculturable land is there. कुछ नहीं हो सकता उसका. And then we have area under non-agriculture usage. Now what you need to remember is decreasing order. लिखो इसको. बनाओ कुछ अपना. Decreasing order of land use pattern. Finished. Now at least compare these land use pattern with the time of independence, at least for two, which has shown significant increase or significant decrease. So with respect to forest, it has increased from 14% to 24% in last 60 years. Can be asked. लिख लो कहीं 1950-51 and 2015-16. Forest share increased from 14% to 24% now. अरे क्या करेगा फोटो लेके. Only two facts you have to write. That's it. And second is the net sown area. Net sown area has increased from 42% to 45%. Now when we know that these two things has increased, so others are decreased because land remains same unless and until we take Pakistan. It's going to happen before 2024 something is going to happen. Have you watched MBBS? मुन्ना भाई MBBS देखा है क्या? वो बगल वाले का रूम तोड़ के अंदर लेने का. This is what we are going to do. Sorry? Which one? Movie? This movie? सही है, अच्छा. When I was in college, we were so free, so empty, that we used to watch this Kannada, Tamil, sab movie on mute. That's what the college life is all about, especially if you are in some army college or something. So it's like the ragging goes for 6 months. And when you say the ragging of an army college, we had full uniform, tie, everything was there. And then when you say the ragging of army and all these colleges, it's like huge. For 3 days, nothing to eat. Daily you have to wake up at 5. Anytime if any senior knocks the gate, just before the third knock, you had to open the gate. You had to sleep in the formals with shoes. Lot of total cut, third button. For 6 months, it should be like this. When you are walking on the road, it should be like this. किसी को भी wish कर रहे हो. Anybody, any shadow you see, you have to wish. Irrespective, office staff, peon, college, junior, senior, everybody. Anyways, ठीक है. So you guys actually haven't gone through that phases. Anybody who lived in hostel? One. कौन बिगड़ चुका है मतलब? Day scholars are like, they are cute people. Hostel wala, they are like good people. They can take pressure. Anyways, next we have is area under cultivation. So land use pattern is finished for two. Forestry and net sown area, it has increased. 14 to 24%, 42 to 45%. Next area under cultivation. So food grains of India. So cereals plus core cereals. Likho, side mein likhna, that cereals plus core cereals. Cereals we know is 38%. Divided into rice is more. So the question can be, area under cultivation of rice is more or wheat is more? So we know rice is more. So rice is more than wheat. Cumulatively it is 38 to 40%. Next, core cereals. Within the core cereals, again you have to cram yaar this fact. That maize is more than bajra, bajra is more than jowar, jowar is more than barley. Make some acronym. MB, acronym क्या बनेगा इसका? सोचो कुछ. MBJB. MBJ तक याद करो. Again B will come and then you will be confused. So we will remember only first three. Maize, bajra and jowar. सॉरी, कौन जाएगा बैंगलोर? अच्छा, मैं भी जाएगा बैंगलोर, दैट इज ऑल्सो गुड। ये भी सही है, ठीक है। सो वी हैव कोर सीरियल कंस्टिट्यूट्स 11%. नाउ द क्वेश्चन कैन बी एरिया अंडर कल्टीवेशन ऑफ पल्सेज इज मोर और कोर सीरियल्स इज मोर. So you have to divide it like this also. So pulses, within pulses, gram is more than tur or arhar is more than masoor. Life is so difficult for you guys, na? First you need to understand the difference between these pulses. वही नहीं पता है. Each of these pulses are like unique. We just don't know क्या है. I think I had to make one more video specially on pulses. Pulses is the most difficult part, not only in studies, in kitchen also. So confusing यार, कुछ भी है. Anyways, the parents, especially the mother, she has developed so good into this. They will ask you what you want to have, and then she will cook with her own choice. कुछ भी पूछा, कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता उनको. The day you will give the choices, she will say नहीं ये तो नहीं है. You will say I want to have भिंडी something. ना भिंडी नहीं है. Second choice वो भी नहीं है. Anyways, so pulses is 15%. So within food grains, maximum is cereals. Second is pulses. Third is core cereals. But before core cereals, we have oil seeds. Confusing है ना? पढ़ना ही है. No other option I am telling you. If 6 questions you cannot attempt, we cannot clear prelims. For sure नहीं. History में तो वैसे ही they are going to ask difficult question. And then there will be chances that they will ask difficult question from one other subject. So 2 difficult subjects, 1 agriculture, 6 questions gone. Damn sure नहीं होगा. I can give you in writing. We cannot clear prelims unless and until we have a mastery in agriculture. See na, 10 questions. Out of 23 questions, 10 questions directly, indirectly from agriculture. So उसमें 6 तो लेके ही लेके आना है अपने को. 6 marks we need. I don't care how you read. You नीचे जो चाय पीते हो, you have a tea gupshup, right? In a relatively senior guy. When I say relatively senior, he has written 3 prelims, 4 prelims. This guy भैया has written 4 mains. And if you have given 1 interview, तो फिर अलग. Next level of respect that you have is, the chap also stops talking to lower level people. They will create a separate group. Anyways, so make it a habit ki in next 7 days, we are going to discuss first 1 page of agriculture, then 2nd page of agriculture, then 3rd page of agriculture, 4th and 5th and 6th, something like this. So make a small group of 3-4 people and then try to ask questions from each other. Create permutation and combination from these facts and figures. Okay? Pulses, oil seeds. So लिखो कहीं side में that area under cultivation maximum is cereals. Second one is pulses. Third one is oil seed, yaar. Then next, core cereals. But remember, cereals and core cereals constitute 50%. Cereals alone 38%. Pulses is 15%. Oil seed is 13%. This is 11%. The next level diagram what you have to draw is within pulses. मैं भी जाएगा बेंगलुरु. Good, I like it. And after reaching Bangalore, we'll have some pulses. So we'll make some acronym of pulses as well. Continuity mein. Then we have sugarcane. 3%, cotton 7%. So this they have already asked. Sugarcane and cotton, I think this was the question they asked, na? Comparing sugarcane and within the sugarcane from last so many years. This is the diagram. So 7, 8 to 18, 19, last 5, 10 years. So wheat has remained almost same. Cross kar do, we don't have to cram. We don't need it. Then for Nutri, it has decreased. So you have to remember that with respect to Nutri cereals, the share of area, percentage share of area has decreased. नहीं है तो लिख लो कहीं. In case of pulses, it has increased. In case of oil seeds, slightly decreased. Slightly. So it's up to you whether you want to cram, you don't want to cram. Then we have sugarcane, almost same, chuck it. With respect to cotton, it has increased. So this you have to remember. The rice is again same, so chuck it. Only 2-3 facts you have to remember from this slide. That is, Nutri decreased. Most probable question. Second, pulses increased. Then we have cotton increased. See, from this single slide we can solve this question. Now this was the question which they asked. Ab socho. Apply some elimination technique here. Area under rice cultivation is highest. This we know, 23%. ये तो अपन को याद ही होता. So it means 1 is 100% correct. So option in which there is no one, cross. Finish. This is what 100% we are correct. Now comes all the statement. It means we just need to find out one statement which is wrong. Then we are done with 1 or 4 वाले option में. Area under cultivation of jowar is more than that of oilseed. Suppose करो we don't know this. Go to the next statement. Area of cotton cultivation is more than sugarcane. This we know is wrong because it is same. 3%, वो 5% हो गया, 7% हो गया. So this is 100% correct. Correct हो गया. So it means we don't need to cram many facts for this. We just need few specific facts, 5 facts, 2 facts, 7 facts related to this, and then we can solve the answers. So we are not going to cram all these facts, but we are going to cram only limited facts we have. बोलो बेटा. कहाँ है this? अरे ठीक है ना, मतलब I just came up with this यहाँ तक पहुँच गया बस खत्म. So we can solve it ना. The more knowledge we have, of course, that will be good. But suppose we are not sure about कि steadily increase हुआ, decrease हुआ, क्या पता कभी increase हो गया हो, फिर कभी decrease हो गया हो. Because again, sugarcane is a very hot topic. Maharashtra, UP also, the belt is also decreasing. So maybe there are chances that in 1 year government gave some subsidy and it has increased. So we don't have the knowledge of that thing. So let's not focus upon these hot topics. Sugarcane is a hot topic actually. Because sugarcane is the only agricultural sector commodity in which the government is asking the private sugar mills to pay to the farmers. And they don't have the money. So it's like a discoms. Electricity discoms are there, na? The discoms, distribution companies are not allowed to increase their fares, tariffs, and still they have to distribute. That is why they are in loss of 4 lakh crore. Same is command-based approach is there for sugarcane also. Private sugar mills, you can sell to these private sugar mills only, and they will give you the money, and they don't have the money. So that becomes the major topic. Of course, if we know this point, nothing better than this. But even if we don't know about the 4th statement, we can solve it through 3rd statement actually. Just by this particular diagram. एक छोटे से diagram में भी know यहाँ पे क्या चल रहा है, कैसा चल रहा है. Because there is huge difference ना, 3% or 7%, more than double उसके लिए. ठीक है. Next we have is related to yield. Food grain production. Okay, before yield there is food grain production in the handouts. So food grain production has increased from 50 million tons to 300 million tons. This we need to remember. It means also the food grain production has steadily increased in last 5 years. Right or wrong? Right. लिख लो कहीं. Food grain production has steadily increased in last 5 years. Next is wheat and rice accounts for 75% of the food grain production. Then on the basis of production, we have rice more than wheat, more than nutri, cereals, pulses, etc. and all. So now the problem is you have to remember both area under cultivation ranking and production level ranking we have is. But we will do it, we have to do it. There is no other option. The next time if I will come before prelims, we can have a one-to-one, this kind of session in which we will not have the handouts. So you combined it together and alone with me. And if you guys will meet, will win, we will have a party. But if I will win, then tell me. I'm good with facts. You will attend one, then what I'm going to teach in that class? You already lost, guys. Anyways, ranking of food grains on the basis of production has been discussed. कहीं नीचे लिखो that 2021 production. In 2021 production. Yeah, what about the production में oil seeds is more or pulses is more? लिखो oil seeds. In production, oil seeds is more than pulses. So within this ना ये जो लिखा हुआ है उसी में डाल दो बीच में oil seeds. Because coarse cereals is more than oil seeds and oil seeds is more than pulses. Yeah. So within this point only add oil seeds. Food grain नहीं है, that is why I haven't added it. Okay, wait. In the handouts, in the third point, we have a ranking of food grains on the basis of production, in which we have written rice is more than wheat, is more than nutri, coarse cereals is more than pulses. So just before pulses, ऐसा करो और वहाँ पे लिख दो oil seeds. Why I haven't written it is because oil seeds is not, इस food grain के उसमें count नहीं होता. Next आता है rough value of these production. So food grain production will be more than 300 million tons. Now I am telling you the actual values. We have seen the ranking, but now I am telling you the actual values. Food grain is 300 plus. Rice कितना होगा? More than 100, less than 100? More than 100. Approximately remember 120 plus. And then we have wheat. Wheat कितना होगा? More than 100. 1010 लिख लो. 110. Both are record production of India. Highest till date. What about coarse cereals? What is the rough value? 50. 50. What about pulses? कितना चल रहा है आजकल? 30. सब wrong, एकदम wrong. Have you watched that movie Lakshya? Fail, एकदम fail. Try to connect with current affairs, यार. देखो related to pulses, the pulse prices increased in 2013-14. Then government allowed import of pulses, and then they forgot to stop it the very next year. So there was excessive production of pulses also, there was excessive import also, and the pulses price decreased drastically because there is no effective MSP on pulses. So at least we should know the rough value. So the overall consumption of pulses in India is approximately 25 million. And now think about kitna production, kitna import, etc. and all. But yeah, rough consumption of pulses is 25 million. So that is what the present production approximately. Sorry, 25 million tons. Same. 8. कितना बोल रहे हो? अबे नहीं. हाँ, domestic production of pulses is 8. 25 only. We are not negotiating on facts. I am telling you. I am means economic survey. Next we have is oil seeds value. कितना है production? 35. Good, shabash. 35. Within oil seeds, we have soya bean actually, maximum one, 13, 14. Within oil seeds, we have soya bean, which is more than groundnut, which is 10. Some of you already gave up. Itna to yaad nahi hoga. So stopped even writing. Trust me, we don't have the option. Sometimes in lives, you have to do something even if you don't want to do. Agriculture is one such thing. We have to study. No option. No. Then we have, what is the sugarcane production? Now tell me, sugarcane production is more than horticulture or more than food grain or less than food grain and less than horticulture? हाँ इसीलिए लिखना है, लिखो more than everything. More than horticulture, more than food grain, सबसे ज़्यादा है उसका. We guys are so sweet. We consume a lot of sugarcane. लिखो 390 million tons. 390 million tons. I think that's it. I will not go into more details of cotton, jute. इतना बहुत है. Sorry? I think cane ही होगा, sugar कहाँ होगा? But I'm not sure, but ideally I think so. Sugar cane only should be there ना. इतना sugar कहाँ खाएंगे? It means we are consuming more sugar in comparison to rice. So sugar cane ही होगा. Next is there are some trends. So in the trends, bus 1 second. Rice increasing trend. Rice is except in 15-16, but 15-16 was 5 years back. So in case they will say steadily increased, we'll say steadily increased. Okay? In case of rice production, we will say steadily increased. Overall food production also we will say steadily increased. Okay? For both food grain overall production in last 5 years steadily increased, yes. Rice steadily increased, yes. Wheat not steadily increased, but yeah, increasing. When I say steadily, it means continuous increase should be there. But it also includes constant. So suppose 3 was in 2017 and 3 is in 2018. But in 2019 it becomes 3.5 and 4. We count it as continuous increase or steadily increase. It should not be 2.9 in the second year. 3, 2.9, 3.5, 4. Then it is not steadily increase. It is only increasing trend. So अगर ये पूछा it has increased तो yes. But it has continuously or steadily increased तो no. But if we have same value 3, 3, 3.5 and 3.7. So yes, it has steadily increased. Then core cereals fluctuating, pulses fluctuating, oil seeds only increasing trend. And again cotton, sugarcane fluctuating trend. Next comes the yield. So since independence, I think our yield has increased 4 times. ठीक है. Yield is finished. Next, let's go to the cropping season. Yeah, somebody was asking a question. No, that is, he asked the question whether this 390 million tons is sugar cane or sugar. Sugar cane is raw, na? Then we refine it, etc. and all this thing. So I was just saying a common sense, कि our total food grain production is 300. So do we think that we consume more sugar in comparison to wheat and rice combined together? Nahi na? So that is why ideally it should be sugar cane only. I don't know whether it is sugar cane or sugar. But my common sense says it should be sugar cane only. $25 kg individual. Individual I don't know, but total consumption of India I know, 25 million tons. Overall, India consumes 25 million tons. Next आता है the most difficult table of your life. That is major crops which are cultivated, further divided into northern states and southern states. Why? Because southern में season तो होता नहीं है तुम्हारे पास. There is no season, constant temperature is there. In northern states they have extreme. That season actually or weather conditions also impact the behavior of human beings. So extreme winter, you have to be aggressive, you have to kill the animals, you have to kill them. In case of summer conditions also, you will be frustrated. So that is why the difference between northern and southern. You see these people of Russia and all this thing, they sustain the most worst possible temperature or seasons, etc. and all. So that makes them. Anyways, and see Japanese smiling. Always same temperature is there. So Kharif. So the cropping seasons are majorly in the northern states. So let's start from Kharif. Kharif, when I say June to September, it means it is during which type of monsoon? Monsoon is divided into two parts, na? Southwest monsoon. लिख लो कहीं. So during Kharif is during southwest monsoon. Then Rabi is October to March. It means retreating monsoon. Winter crops, retreating monsoons. Then Zaid is there. So Zaid is March, April, May, June. So usually there is no rainfall in this time. So Zaid is possible only in case of irrigated areas. लिख लो इसको कहीं. For Zaid season, irrigation is must. And that is the reason we usually grow vegetables and all in the Zaid season. Cucumber and all these things. है ना? Water guzzling crops. Next is within the northern states, cereals में rice. Core cereals में bajra, maize, jowar. So jowar is there for both Kharif also and Rabi also. That's why an asterisk. Then pulses में we have tur and udad. Udad is again both Rabi also, Kharif also. At least एक पेज में देना चाहिए था, right? Very next page makes it more difficult. Sorry. Then we have within oil seeds we have soybean and groundnut. And then we have other crops like cotton and sugarcane. Next in the Rabi season we have cereals में wheat. At least the most enlightened we feel in agriculture when we can differentiate between wheat and rice. That's it. Remember rice, this. I was traveling from here to there and they were like rice was there. ठीक है, rice is time हो गया. Gone are the days. Now your knowledge base should be within pulses what? Very good. That is why you should clear this exam at the early age. First attempt, second attempt. More number of attempts means more number of knowledge. More competition is there. So core cereals is barley and jowar. Jowar is common. And then we have pulses, gram. In pulses, gram, pea, udad, masoor. Then oil seeds, rapeseeds and mustards is there. And then come in Zaid, that is vegetables, fruits, fodder crops, etc. Then southern states it is same. In Kharif also, in Rabi also. Rice, maize, ragi, jowar, groundnut. That's it. So you have 1 minute to revise. Then I will ask you. I have no clue, yaar. That might be in the micro level, it is possible. If I have huge because the temperature remains same only, na. So if I have huge irrigation or something, I can grow. Or maybe some specific variety of rice can be grown. But that is one exception it is. इसके लिए. So if the question is if rice can be grown in southern state during this, we will say yes. Okay, finish? No, sir, it can never be finished. Abhi simple hai. The next, this one is more difficult. That within these seasons, then I will ask you that which wheat or rice has maximum area. That will be next level bas. But that will be last. Uske bahar question nahi aayega. See, can you imagine a class from which there are assured 5 questions? 100% 5 questions will be there from agriculture. But now it totally depends upon you guys. कितना कर सकते हो? Sorry? कॉटन लिखा ही कहाँ है? ही सेइंग कि खरीफ में होता है. होगा ही नहीं ना. There is no cotton in the southern states. Possibility. मैं समझा ही नहीं. Maharashtra is not a southern state. No, that is you classifying, not the government. Maharashtra is considered as central, yeah, west. It is not considered as southern state. Earlier 4, now 5. That's it. That is the classification. Let's not discuss on the classification. That is done by Modi ji. So Maharashtra is not a southern state, yeah. ठीक है. Next is key points to note. So 60% of the food grain, they are produced in Kharif season. This we need to remember, that majority of the food grain is produced in the Kharif season. Common sense also says, because in Kharif we have monsoon. When we have monsoon, we have water. So 80% of our agricultural need or something is being fulfilled in just these 3 months. So obviously, that majority of the food grains are produced in the Kharif season. Then we have jowar is both Kharif and Rabi, but mostly in Kharif. Then we have oil seeds is also produced in Kharif season. Of course, again the common sense is. But majority of the pulses are produced in Rabi season. Why? Why? That is what the requirement of pulses is. Plus we know pulses actually is, it's a crop of the non-irrigated areas. So even if the rainfall is not there, they will grow. So it means it's not preferred in the Kharif season. It's a rain-fed area crop is there. So majority of the production takes place in the Rabi season. Again, all these things we don't have to cram. Whatever points to notes, we can recall it easily. Now this is something, a new PPT is there, that within the Rabi season and within the Kharif, within Rabi area zone and the Kharif area zone. Only 1 or 2 we are going to remember, okay? So this though we know, in Kharif we have rice and in case of Rabi we have wheat. Yahan tak to theek hai. Now what is the percentage share? So out of the total Rabi area, wheat is 33%. This you have to remember. This we have to remember. Then pulses is 15-16%. This is second information which you need to remember. Just 2 information. Okay? Then we have Kharif. Within Kharif we have राइस 25% याद रखना, ठीक है. So in Rabi season, wheat is 1/3. In Kharif season, rice is 1/4. This way we can remember. In Rabi, 1/3. In Kharif, rice is 1/4 is there. Then we have pulses. In this case, pulses is there, but very less. From 15-16% to 10-11% only we have. Okay? I think 2 only is enough. Or if you want to remember oil seeds, you can remember. But if you are remembering oil seed, then the comparison is must. That from 8% to 15%, almost double you can remember. That from 7-8% to 15-16%. So these 3 facts you can remember with respect to the season-wise area zone. So in Rabi, 1, 2, 3. In Kharif, 1, 2, 3. ये जो the first statement which you have written na, majority of the food grains are produced in the Kharif season. If the question is in the last 5 years the food grain production of Kharif is more than Rabi, right or wrong? नहीं, right होता तो नहीं बताता. The common sense says कि there was an exceptional year of 2019-20. लिख लो साइड में. In 1920, exception was there. Rabi was more than Kharif. In 1920, Rabi was more than Kharif. ये हो गया, राइट? खरीफ ट्रॉपिकल क्रॉप्स आर देयर, रबी टेम्परेट सब ट्रॉपिकल इज देयर. ये कर लोगे तुम लोग. फोटो ले लो, एक काम करो. Finished? Now see the question which we already discussed. Now, after every 15-20 minutes, I have to make you realize that these facts are relevant. Now see the question. पढ़ो इसका. Black gram can be cultivated as both Rabi and Kharif. ये तो ठीक है. After knowledge, not before the class. Before the class, we don't know what is black gram. We don't know whether it is a part of Rabi or Kharif. What are the cousins of black gram? No idea. Then green gram alone accounts for nearly half of the pulse production. That is bad actually. I think fact-wise, 11 to 12 million alone is by black gram. Okay, out of the 25 that we discussed. Then in the last 3 decades, while the production of Kharif pulses has increased, the production of Rabi pulses has decreased. 30 years. कुछ तो गड़बड़ है. ठीक है, next is from the handouts. Competitive advantage in agricultural export. So first one is, according to 15th Finance Commission, India is having the largest arable land resource in the world. Although a red flag, but correct statement. Red flag is usually when all, always, first, etc. and all. They are the red flags in prelims. But this is the correct statement that India is having the largest arable land resource in the world. Then we have majority of the climatic, agroclimatic regions. So we have 15 major climatic regions in the world. Again, India has more than 50% of the soil types in the world. India is having second highest agricultural produce. Then the largest producer we need to cram. Okay? The largest producers are, we are the largest producer of spices. That is common because even the Britishers came for this. So we have spices. So Britishers came for spices, gold, and one more thing, cotton. Then we have pulses. Pulses to theek hai. So pulses is 25% actually of the world total this thing. We are also the largest consumer of pulses. Largest producer and largest consumer. Then we have milk. ये तो ठीक है. That is why we are saving our cows, na? There is no religious angle on that. It's totally because of the economic benefits. You all are history students, na? You know the why we attached religious angle to cow? पढ़ा है? It was 100% economical reason. That's it. There was no religious angle into safeguarding a cow, poor cow, etc. and all. No, nothing like that. So milk is there, then tea is there, cashew is there, and jute is there. तो महंगा क्यों है cashew and jute both then? Anyways, acronym बनाओ भाई. Tell me largest producer of something. अब मैं नहीं जाएगा बेंगलुरु. Something like that. अब बनाओ. SPMTCJ. करो कुछ. कुछ मिस हो गया. सी. अब ठीक है. नाउ टेल मी. कुछ तो सोचो. The problem with acronyms na, that you make few acronyms which you cannot share with anybody. अपना ही कुछ जुगाड़ चल रहा है उसका. Something. And there are a few acronyms which you can speak in the public. So tell me the public one. Don't tell me the other one. Yeah, अब बोलो. चाइना. किसका? हाँ, टी का पता नहीं, शायद कुछ चेंज हुआ होगा रिसेंट में. किसका सोर्स है? गवर्नमेंट बताओ बस. अपना अपने वाला देखो. देखना फिर देखेंगे. पता चले एक्रोनिम ही गलत बना दिया. तमिलनाडु का चीफ जस्टिस. वेयर इज एन? नहीं है वो, बहुत बड़ा हो गया. पीएम कॉल सीजीएस कर लेते हैं. अभी टी वो कंफर्म करेगा, फिर देखेंगे. Have you heard this idiom till the cows come home? और स्टार्ट होके खत्म ही नहीं होगा. मतलब the whole prelims paper will be over till the time we have to recall at least 10 such acronyms na in the exam only. We have a website on which you can feed in these first word and we'll give you some output. Search karo. China. For tea. That is what he only told me. Tell me the source. Because that's what the Finance Commission is saying. मतलब, again, these notes are not mine. Finance Commission, लिख लिया. Acronym, good morning. At least this you guys can do. Tell me the acronym. अरे नहीं, इतना करने का ही नहीं हमने को. Just tell me in one word. Just rearrange these words. That's it. Anybody else? You guys will force me to do the Google wala part, yeah. Just Google word from alphabets. अरे लिखो seriously. कुछ नहीं, nothing. And how can we remove T, यार? That no. Search production plus 15 finance commission. Okay, ऐसा नहीं है. I know my facts. चलो निकालना है इसका कुछ. जम्मू कश्मीर TL anything. Then we have the second largest producer of, इसका भी acronym बनाओ. Wheat, rice, fruits and vegetables, sugarcane, cotton, oil seeds, etc. Make some acronym. I am also searching for the source. Anyways, next, finish. Next is agricultural exports. So, although we are largest and second largest producer in lot of things, but when it comes to agricultural exports and our position in exports, it's less. Means we have a lot of informal production. We have very less value addition. And we don't have the international supply chain. These are some of the reasons. Plus, we don't have scientific labs to process it. So when our mangoes, they reach to European Union, they say, no, the quality is not good. So Indian agriculture export is only 2.5% of the world agricultural trade. And it ranks 10th position in the world. Major export destination is USA, Saudi Arabia, Iran, Nepal, Bangladesh. To Iran we export tea, etc. and all. A lot of good quality tea. Then what are the major categories of exports that we have? We can afford to skip it. Because what you need to remember is more than 50% of agricultural export is from marine products, meat and rice. Only these three agricultural commodities, that is marine products, meat and rice, MMR, maternal mortality rate, 50% of total agricultural exports. If the marine quality is not good, will lead to MMR. कर लो, जैसे तुम्हें याद करना है करो. Then agricultural export policy, right now it is $30 billion, we want to increase it to $60 billion. It has increased during COVID to 39 billion dollars. Then among the agri imports, biggest item is edible oil, $10 billion. Then we have trend. India has remained a net exporter of agricultural products in last 15-20 years. Then comes employment and operational holdings. So share of agriculture workforce in the total workforce is 45%, industry 28%, services 30%. Although the share of service in GDP is 55%. It means there is joblessness in services sector also. That is why that workforce was forced to work under agriculture sector. So services sector share increased, but their contribution to the workforce, to the employment has not increased too much. Then 70% of rural households still depend on the agriculture. Then share of landless laborers is 55%. And this trend has become 5 times since independence. This you need to remember. Landless laborers. Then we have small and marginal farmers. Then in the next box we have mentioned marginal means less than 1 hectare. And then we have, sorry, somebody said something? No, okay, sorry. So we have 85-86% of the total land holding is with small and marginal farmers. Then we have semi-medium and medium land holding, that is 2 to 4 hectare and 4 to 10 hectares, which is 13%. It means small and marginal farmers, they have 86%, medium farmers have 13%. And then we have large holding is very less, 0.6 only. And last 10 years, of course, because population is increasing, so the average land holding has decreased. So in last 10 years, the number of small land holdings has increased compared to the previous census. Then the question is size of land holding. So it has decreased. Now it is almost 1 hectare. So 1 hectare is the average size of land holding. What are the negatives of this? Mechanization is not there, and sorry, less yield will be there, yeah. Post harvest cluster based approach will not be there. ठीक है, that is a derived way actually. ठीक है, so we cannot shift agriculture from subsistence to profit making. Agripreneurs नहीं बना पाएंगे, agriculture as a business नहीं होगा, and cold storage नहीं होगा, yeah, that is also true, and local market development नहीं होगा. So these are some of the consequences of small size of land holding. And trend is this average size of land holding has been consistently declining since last 20-30 years. Tell me, female landholders increased or decreased in last 5 years? Increased or decreased? Increased. So now gonna feminization of agriculture. Although feminization of agriculture doesn't mean empowerment of female farmers, but still, although it has increased by just 1%, but it has increased. That the female land holding has increased in last 5 years. In case the question comes. Then comes apna horticulture. So horticulture, we know it has increased, it has surpassed. So I think in 2012-13 ke aspas mein it has surpassed. Earlier the production of horticulture was less than food grain. Now it is more than food grain from last 5 years. So within agriculture, as I told you, within agriculture we have crops, horticulture, etc. and number of things. So the share of horticulture in agriculture is 1/3, approximately 30-35%. Now horticulture includes what all things can be a simple question. So when I say horticulture, it means vegetables, it means fruits, it means spices, plantation crops, flowers, aromatic, medicinal plants, etc. Sab kuch. Their net sown area is 16%, and crops plus cereals ka kitna tha? Remember, 50%. So 50%, but their contribution to GDP, wo dekh lena. Horticulture alone, having a net sown area of only 16%, contributes 1/3, 33-35%. Then within horticulture area of cultivation, vegetable is more than fruits. Of course, fruits is luxury. Vegetable is what you need 3 times a day, 2 times a day, or at least once in a day. So vegetables more than fruits. Then we need spices, and then finally we need plantation crops. Then we have significant expansion in acreage with respect to the food grains is there. Then we have the production is 320 million metric tons. And production of horticulture has outpaced the production of food grain in 2012-13. This you need to remember. I'm expecting this statement this year. that the production of horticulture is more or the production of food grain is more? The next statement is really good. गलत है वो ठीक कर लेना उसको. With respect to the production, both area under cultivation and second is production. So vegetables, they constitute 60%, but I think by mistake they have written vegetables as second. So write vegetable as first with 60%, then we have fruits, and then we have plantation crops, spices, etc. and all. It means fruits and vegetables constitutes 90% of horticulture production. Fruits and vegetables constitutes 90% of horticulture production. बस पहुंच गए आप लोग लास्ट पेज पे. Congratulations. Then we have India is the second largest producer of fruits and vegetables in the world. And India is the largest producer of banana, simple है होगा ही, mango, lemon, papaya, and India is the largest producer also, consumer also, and exporter also of spices. Then we have India's contribution in the total world production. So for vegetables it is more, then we have fruits, 10% approximately, you can remember. ठीक है, next आता है livestock. First tell me what all comes under livestock. Buffaloes, cattle, लिखते जाओ साथ साथ में. Sheep, beehiving, pig लिखो. अरे you have to write down simultaneously. Buffalo, cattle, beehiving, sheep, cat and pigs. कैमल. अब ठीक है, अब क्या हॉर्सेस, फिर बोलेगा स्मॉल हॉर्सेस, मीडियम हॉर्सेस, गोट, चिकन एटसेट्रा. पोल्ट्री, हाँ I said ना chicken, poultry. Then we have livestock contribution to agriculture GDP is 1/4. Oh, 27-25%. It is 1/4. So horticulture was 1/3 and it is 1/4. Then we have India has largest livestock population in the world. (57% buffaloes of the world. Also because buffaloes are grown only in the tropical वाले areas में उनका sustenance होगा. Also we don't consume buffaloes, so they are safe, especially in the western countries and all these things. So too much of consumption of buffaloes, not the derivative of buffalo, milk नहीं, सीधा source. Consume the source. वो biology में I think there is a cycle ना, that up to very next level only 10% energy goes. Yeah. So dairy sector. So dairy sector contributes to livestock sector. So within the livestock, we have almost 2/3 is through the dairy sector only. And India is the largest producer of milk from last 20 years. ये dairy sector, fisheries, livestock is very relevant. If you will ask me among the agriculture sector, which all things, एक तो हो गया crops, and second one is these sectors. So we can expect more questions from this sector. ठीक है? So India ranks first in milk production in the last 20 years, approximately 20% of world production. In real terms, the value is 200 million tons. Value is approximately 200 million tons. Then our growth rate, it's not that we are top now, but our growth rate is also 4 times of world increase in the milk growth rate. If the question comes, milk production has been consistently increased in last 5 years. Then the per capita availability, at least in something, we have huge population, but still in per capita we are number 1, at least in something, that is milk. वेरी गुड. क्या हो रहा है? अच्छा, टू मच ऑफ जिमिंग हो रहा है. तो दिस इज सच ए गुड बिल्डिंग ना. ग्राउंड फ्लोर पे KFC में खाओ. आफ्टर wait after consuming these KFCs and all, your health is going to deteriorate. So बाल उड़ जाएंगे. Then you go to the first floor. Then you will become a serious aspirant, है ना. Then you will come to this floor. कुछ पढ़ेंगे etc and all. Then you will get bored. Go to the next floor. Gymming करोगे and चलते चलते treadmill पे newspaper पढ़ोगे. This happens. I'm not sure about Bangalore. In Delhi, it's like this. Students are walking on the road and reading the newspaper. यहाँ भिड़ गए, वहाँ भिड़ गए. And then finally at the end of the day when you will be exhausted. So 8 p.m. top floor. Anyways. And then you have to come back through stairs or lift, ठीक है? वहाँ से take off मत कर जाना. Only the name of the cafe is take off. Don't take off from 4th floor. ठीक है यार. So milk production is finished. The problem of dairy sector, what you need to remember is organized sector is only 40% and unorganized is 60%. It means we are not able to encash the true potential of dairy sector. Abhi we have normal curd, etc. and all this thing, na? So do some value addition in this curd and sell it in 50, 70, 80. We have a Country Delight and all these things. They are selling Deshi ghee in 1500 rupees, 2000 rupees, something like that. And convert the nomenclature from curd to yogurt or something. And increase the price from 20 to 100 bucks. So first it comes as bread. And then comes multi-grain bread. 20 rupees, 60 rupees. Nothing. Anyways, during our young age, you guys are no more young, okay? So during our young age, when our parents used to give us jowar, bajra ki roti and all these things, we used to consider as low quality food. You know the differentiation which IITians give to normal engineers. Normal engineers give to ITI wale bacche, diploma holders. So the same differentiation is with the eating habits also. But which one is having more nutrition? This coarse cereals or normal cereals? Coarse cereals, much more time. And now it has been consumed by USA. So maybe after 15, 20 years, because the best form of dominance over another human being is not economic, it is cultural. So after 15, 20 years, when we will accept, oh, these chaps are eating this coarse cereals, again we will come back to consuming the coarse cereals. Anyways, the last fact is with respect to fisheries. So fisheries contribution to agricultural GDP is less, which is only 5-6%. Global position, second in fisheries, second in aquaculture. Now India's fisheries production, कितना चल रहा है आजकल? I'm not very sure. ये लिखा है ना इसमें. Fish production 14 million metric tons. 14. Target was 15 actually. But we have 15 million metric tons, out of which it is divided into two parts. Marine fisheries from sea, etc. And second one is freshwater on the inland fisheries that we have. Now inland is divided into two parts, capture and aquaculture. What is capture and what is aquaculture? What's the difference? Yeah. Capture means naturally, उल्टा नहीं है ये, ठीक है? Capture means naturally ponds में मिलेगा etc. लिख लो कहीं, ponds, lake, estuary etc. And aquaculture is in controlled environment. Aquaculture is in controlled environment. But against the common sense, remember that inland fisheries is 2/3 and marine fisheries is 1/3 only. This we need to remember. And India is 4th largest fish exporting nation. Second largest producer, but 4th largest exporting nation. I think that's it from for this session. Let's internalize these facts, figures, etc. and all. And for the rest of the inputs, for the rest of the other topics that I have to cover, I'll cover in some other class, not today. But try to cram these facts and figures here. They are like 3-4 questions at least. Minimum 3 questions from these 10-12 pages. ठीक है? So, any other doubts? No doubts? Telegram group. I'll ask the team to make a Telegram group for this 3-4 days में जितने भी बच्चे आए थे. We'll make it so that we can share photos, whatever. So we'll not make a group, we'll make a, in which you can also share something. What's its group or channel? Group for admins. Okay, we'll make group only. ठीक है. Any other doubts, any other suggestions, any other inputs, any other requirements? So most probably see you again before prelims. Bye bye.